How to handle jealousy when one of your friends is giving more attention to another friend than you. Honest about it. Like, she did this.
No, don't be honest.
Yes. No, there was a moment.
Murder the other person.
Stop that.
Find where they live.
No, there was a time. Punch their lights out.
Violence is the answer to everything.
There was a time where she talked, okay, this is really petty, but I'm going to tell it myself. So I talked to her and we were going to do something, and then she was like, no, sorry, I can't, because she was kind of mad at me. And I was like, fine then. But so then she posted on her Instagram story that she was talking with someone else, and I was like, are you freaking kidding me? So I texted her, I was like, I guess we're not best friends anymore. There goes our friendship. I literally said that.
Oh, yeah, she did. And I was like...
And so then she called me and she was like, what is your problem? And I'm like, you're not treating me like a best friend. You said we were best friends. And I like flew off the handle with her. And she was like, no, I was talking to my friend from and she had a valid reason. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I apologized. And it was all good.
We know how catty we are, like petty we are. We know. The other day she had a tea date or a coffee date with some friend from church, right? And so she's like, I'm like, so what are you doing today? She's like, 4 o'clock. And anyway, I'm like, what did you say? She's like, 4 o'clock. Starbucks with Megan. I'm like, oh, you're going out with Megan. And she's like, yeah, I'm gonna go. Is that okay? I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Now let me tell you.
I wanted to protect your feelings because I love this one.
I was more okay with it when she was like, when I noticed that she was nervous to tell me. I was like, oh, that's so cute. I was like, but don't get me wrong, she was right. I would have probably been, if I would have found out from an Instagram story that she was taking, like going out to coffee with someone from our church, or yeah, she would have told me, oh, that's girl, such a nice, I went out to coffee with her. I'd be like,
best friend. Where you be?
We're not best friends.
Yeah.
I don't know your name.
So honesty is the best policy. So just be honest about it if it's after the fact, or just be open about it. Like, hey, I'm hanging out with so-and-so.
I would just say, look, one last thing, because I know we talk a lot. I would say one last thing on this point is just, you both know that you're each other's number one. And if you know that you're each other's number one, and you can have as many friends as you want, because you know those other friends, you won't tell them your heart like you tell a best friend. Like, that's I can't even explain
so, like,
that.
even after, after her video chat, like, I knew she would come back and tell me everything, and I knew that if I really needed her, like, she would drop everything. And she knew, like, after my coffee date, like, I was gonna tell her everything, or we were gonna have a coffee date the next day or whatever. Like, the other person didn't replace one of us.
It didn't,
so there was no jealousy.
It's just getting to meet more people, because I think it's good to have many
and everybody
friends, but you only have like kind of 1 or 2 best friends, you know what I'm saying?
It's like the whole 4 quarters versus 100 pennies. That's a saying. It's a good saying. Anyways, okay. How to maintain a strong friendship, whether in the same state, close, or far distance.
Ooh.
Well, have your relationship centered on Jesus, do Bible studies, and be honest. That's my thing.
Yeah, actually, I have like a lot of it. I was telling you about. I got a lot of experience in this area because I'm actually from Spain. So I grew up in Spain. My whole life, I lived there till I was 18, and then I came to America to do college and studied dental hygiene. Smiles, everybody. Before I came to Florida to study hygiene, I went to Bible college for a year at Calvary University in Kansas City, Missouri. So I've left friends in Spain. I've left friends from my Bible college. You know what? So I know about long distance, and honestly, one of my other best friends is from my year Bible college that I was there. And you know what? I can't believe how long we kept up our best friendship, because we knew that we call each other, try to call each other once a month, have these highlights, these main points. You don't gotta tell them every day-to-day things, just have these main points, or I got a boyfriend, or oh, I passed this class I was really worried about, or oh, I'm acting in this play, or oh, there's this boy that's interested in me, or oh, God's teaching me this. Have these bullet points, I would say, and that's what she and I have done these 3 years, and now she's actually gonna come down and live with me come this fall. She's moving in an apartment with me because she graduated, and we know there will not be any jealousy there because we know how to be honest. Yeah, we're gonna work that out. We're gonna it's gonna be great. We have lessons ahead of us, but we got it.
Yeah, we'll talk about those when we come to it. Okay, last 2 questions. How old is your best friend? She's 22.
She's 18. Would you believe that?
Yeah, I'm 18.
People freak out all the time. Like, even my parents are like, how old is your best friend? And like, she's 18. Like, and anybody that from church doesn't know us really well, they're always like, how old? And when I say 22, they're like, okay, and then when they hear that she's not in the 20s,
they freak out. They freak out.
And I'm like, yeah, because y'all don't understand. Annabelle's very mature for her age, the way she carries herself. The first time we met, oh my goodness, you gotta tell me.
Okay, wait. So I've been going to Bellakiefer, which is our church, for 2 weeks. And the third week, it was like a talking night or whatever.
It was a fellowship night.
Yeah, and so one friend who I met over Instagram, she brought me to this church and like introduced me to the church, and so she was introducing me to like a bunch of people just to get me to know people. And so it was Felicia and like 3 or 4 other girls who all like formed this circle, and they all were like quizzing me, and they're like, so what do you do? Where are you going?
Yeah.
What do you do with your life? What's your life story? And then all of a sudden, like I was telling all this stuff, like what I was doing for college, what my life goals were, what my family, where I come from, my background, and she goes, wait, how old are you? And I was like, I think I was 17 at the time.
I think you hadn't even turned 18.
I hadn't turned 18 yet. I was like 17, but I'm gonna be 18 soon. And she just like freaked out. She was like, hold up.
Yeah,
What?
I freaked out because like, so if you put us together, I'm always the one that looks younger because I'm always in the Converse shoes, ripped jeans, like urban/rip something, like just t-shirts, like, design shirts and stuff. And she'll be like in the flower child, like, like the boots and the heels.
Business casual.
And the business casual. As her middle name. Like, that's what she just... So that's what she was wearing that night. And I was like...
But not even
and that's
that. I
another
think it's just, like, the way I talk. Like, I enjoy hanging out with older people.
Yeah.
And so, like, I talk, like, older generations.
Yeah, and then, like, she's the oldest of, like, 3 brothers, right? So she, like, has 3 brothers. So she just does a lot. Like, yeah, she's very mature. So, like, I don't... Like, age doesn't faze me when it comes to best friends. And it shouldn't faze you either.
That's another thing.
Don't
There's
let
Bible
age faze
verses
you.
on that. Like, don't let the young be looked down upon.
She teaches me so much about God.
Yeah, so, like, there's... I forget who said it. I think it was in Timothy, or Peter said it to Timothy, but like don't look down upon the young people because they like you should have a childlike faith and they can have wisdom. Like God doesn't let age limit people or limit him even.
It should never matter about age because you know what? When you're old enough, you realize it's not about age, and God doesn't even treat us by age. God treats us by where is this path of your life going? Where's this path? And she's gone through some stuff that I've gone through, but she's gone through some stuff I haven't, and I've gone some stuff that she hasn't.
Yeah,
so
like,
we just together we like.
Now, time does change things. Like, you will learn more over time, but there is, like, a mental maturity that you can have and to understand things that's different. So, like, I'm going through some things right now that she understands because she's already been through it. And then I just understand things that she has learned from me. Last question is, would you say your Christian friendships are closer than those with non-Christians?
Is that even a question?
I know. This is, okay.
No. I mean, wait, yes.
Yes.
Why did I say no?
Okay, there's like, this is a really like, I would say controversial question because I personally would say that your Christian friendships should be closer because if you are closer with your non-Christian friends, then they can pull you away from Christ.
Well,
and that is something that like in the Bible where it says, I know it's about marriage not being equally yoked, but I think it should apply to friendships because if you're not equally yoked with your friend, then they're going to pull you one way or another, whether that's away from Christ or towards Christ.
I mean, like, the saying I'll tell this to Annabelle all the time. Like, my dad has this saying, and he's like, you want to know who you are? Tell me who your friends are. Tell me who you hang out with, and that's who you are. And that is
it annoys me sometimes. Because I'm like,
I say it to her, like, probably every other week. But, like, that is so true because it's like, because I've hung out with Annabelle more. My English is so awesome. Because I've hung out with Annabelle more, I feel like she's gotten me to start Bible journaling. We like do a lot of like I've been reading like Annie Downs, who's amazing.
Favorite author.
Yeah,
favorite
and Uninvited is another like we start liking and talking about stuff and like and her style because she's like my best friend, like the way she thinks and stuff has started penetrating the way I view things now, and vice versa, like how I see things.
And she's helped me like with going from high school, like so the past year that we've known each other, I've gone from high school little baby me to college adulting me and going into adulthood, and she's helped me a lot with going through that stage because it's tough, man. And growing up. And then I've helped her with like knowledge and I don't know what else.
Yeah. Well, no, she's very wise in the Word of God. And then
every relationship sucks. Even though you've never been in a relationship, you helped me all the freaking. No, you have been in a relationship. But you helped me all the
dating someone
time.
for 2 weeks doesn't count. Well, we ain't gonna talk about. We'll do a dating vlog too, but
we should do a date. We should ask about dating questions.
Yeah, do dating questions because I love.
Ooh, I should put that on my Instagram.
Because you put it on Instagram. Yeah, I love dating questions. That's my favorite. Even though I've only been in a relationship for 2 weeks, but let me tell you, I learned a lot from the last 2 weeks. I can tell you. Woo!
She helps me a lot with my
her dating.
I'm a K-Cole. I admit it. I am.
She's a little special thing.
I am. But it's because I've been hurt so many times, and she knows about that, and so I just. She's been hurt more than I have, but
definitely.
That's why my heart is very hidden.
Yeah, it was so hard. I almost had to take her into surgery and like crack this chest wide open.
Like hemorrhage that one.
Don't hang out with, I would just say, like, if you're hanging out with non-Christian people, and that's who your main people are, they're just feeding into your brain, like, curse words, negativity, and I could do a whole video about how that tore me apart, because I had my main friends, before I found Annabelle,
we should do a story time.
we're not Christian,
We should
and they
start
tore
talking
me
about
apart.
Man, we got a lot
of videos to do, man. Alright, so, that's about it.
Yeah, man. Nice.
It's been real.
Oh, that was a bit. Oh,
Okay. We start. Oh, last thing. Joy Tribe. Is it my Joy Tribe? My Joy Tribe.
Yeah.
I'll supplied us with
these hats. They're the best.
They are amazing.
And they're good conversation starters too.
Do you know that people have like done stupid jokes and like, I bet you it's the best day ever today, right?
I know, right?
Like, but then you it's raining outside, you bumhead. Like,
but really? No, you can turn around and be like, yeah, but it's the best day ever because I love Jesus, or because Jesus loves me.
Or yeah, but they got some really
like the same thing with this like Forgiven shirt. Like,
this is by.
That's by Crazy Cool Threads. They're awesome.
Oh, too. I love them. I can't wait till they reply to my DM. And this is the Rise Company.
Man, we got all the merch. We should
make them pay. You know what? We don't want to hear about your boyfriend. We should have like they should pay us for like. But this is the Rise Company. What's
their personal coordinates? Yeah, gorgeous
coordinates. I got them.
I have a silver one.
Yeah, I got them to make one of the coordinates of my hometown in Spain. So they're super cute. But they're really great. And 10% of their proceeds go to mothers against drunk driving, or
I think so.
Mothers victims of drunk driving. It's really it's really great, and they have a beautiful love story. Yeah, exactly. You can check it out on her Instagram. I know she made a post about them.
Yeah, you should look for this.
But anyway, my Joy Tribe, the Rise. You can put these links in the bottom or something like that. And then crazy cool threads. Cool threads.
Yep. Okay, peeps. Follow her on Instagram.
Oh yes, please. I'm gonna
buy now. Felicia.
At Buy Now Felicia. Yeah, follow me on Instagram, Twitter.
At Annabelle Kiefer. And if you have any more questions, link them. Golly day. Comment them on our Instagrams or down below. Oh, I'm gonna bleep you out.
Okay, it's been real.
Okay. Bye, guys.